Yo friends, welcome back to the channel. NiceToReevU here, back at it again with another Marvel Legends action figure review. Today we're taking a look at Mar-Vell from the 2020 Abomination Build-A-Figure wave. Let's review. Okay, so taking a look at this packaging, we have that box window giving us a preview of the figure and the Build-A-Figure piece inside. No accessories this time around. We do have that Legend Series logo, as well as the Marvel logo and Mar-Vell's name, as well as that little Hasbro logo and the Build-A-Figure that this wave features. On the left side of the packaging, we have that sweet artwork of Mar-Vell. Same thing goes for the right side of the packaging. Turning it around, we have that sweet artwork that we've seen on the sides of the packaging, the Build-A-Figure that this wave features, and all of the other figures in this wave. Very good stuff. And let's take a closer look at that read-up. Here is the read-up. If you want to go ahead and pause it now, do so. Now with all of that out of the way, let's just go ahead and break this bad boy open and review the figure. Boom! Here he is out of the packaging, looking very fresh, with very fresh articulation and crisp paint apps. He's a great figure. I do wish he came with accessories though. Now, Mar-Vell has 25 whopping points of articulation. That's right, you guys. We have his head resting on that ball hinge joint, as well as those hinge joints in the shoulder area. He has both the slits in the bicep area, as well as the double jointed elbows. We have the hinge joint in the wrist area, as well as that A slit in the diaphragm, and the slit in the waist. We have the hinge joints in the pelvic area, as well as the slit in the thigh areas. We have the double jointed knees, and finishing it off with the hinge joints in the ankle area. And as you'd expect, the head articulation is very smooth, looking left about that much, and looking right about that much. Mar-Vell can also look up about that high, and look down about this low. We have that hinge joint in the shoulder area, as I mentioned before, allowing his arm to hinge up about that high, and hinge down with ease. We got that 360 spin movement in both the shoulders, and that bicep swivel with that slit in the bicep. The double jointed elbows allowing us to give him that perfect V angle. And the hinge joint in the wrist area, allowing him to hinge down about that far and hinge up about that far. Very clean articulation. Swiveling back and forth in a 360 spin. I'm also really loving his power bands here. Have that A slit in the diaphragm area, as you can see, like I mentioned before, and the slit in the waist area. Mar-Vell can swivel with ease left and right, being able to crunch forward about that much, and crunch back about this much. Mar-Vell can also kick forward about that high, which is quite high. But not being able to kick back, but they never really can kick back that far. The slits in both the thighs allowing that swivel action, but I find that the right thigh is a little more easier to move than the left thigh with my figure. Those double jointed knees giving us that perfect V angle with the legs, and the slit in the calf area, swiveling it left and right, and all the way around, just for your pleasure. The hinge joint allowing him to hinge down about that much, and hinge up this much. Last but not least, we do have that ankle pivot. Now he can do the splits about that far, which isn't really too far. Okay, for the size comparisons, I don't really have too much to compare with Mar-Vell. I don't really know too much about Mar-Vell myself, but here is a Mar-Vell villain, the MCU version of Yon-Rogg. Here is Mar-Vell right next to another comic book villain that I own of Mar-Vell, the Living Laser. Here is Mar-Vell right next to the MCU version of Ronan the Accuser. I do not have the comic book version, so I apologize. And last but definitely not least, here is Mar-Vell right next to the Build-A-Figure, which is the Kree Sentry featured in the Captain Marvel movie wave. Alright, you guys. That about does it for this review. I hope you guys liked it because I liked reviewing this figure actually. But if you did like it, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment if you will. You guys should know the drill. I am out of here. Peace out.